Gertie here. This is video number 2 on how to find the area of complex shapes. This one's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to talk about how you find missing side lengths that aren't there. So I have 2 missing side lengths here, X and M. So let's take a moment to figure out how you find those missing side lengths. We already know from our geometry unit that the opposite sides of rectangles are equal. So when I look at this, I can use that knowledge to help me figure out what the opposite sides are going to be. Now I see I have an X here, and I'm looking for opposite sides that would be directly across from it. And down here I see I have a 7 here. So this full length would be 7 inches. And I know that this piece is going to be part of that. I need, though, to find what my missing length is here as well, because I know that this full piece is going to match up with this full 7 inches. So looking at this, I see I have another side length that goes horizontal. And if I were able to kind of smush this down, I would notice that these would line up perfectly. So I know that this piece right here is opposite this one, so that's also going to be 5 inches. And now I have my 5 inches here, a missing piece here, which is going to equal a total of 7. So I know that 5 plus this mystery number has to equal 7. And once I do some calculations, I will quickly notice that that side piece must be a 2. So this X here is going to be a 2. And now I need to figure out what this missing side length is. And I know I can use the opposite sides to help. If you want to pause this video now, you can, and figure out what this M is, and then follow along as we solve it together. So go ahead and pause now. All right, hopefully you have the answer now, and let's take a look. So I'm looking at my full side length here, and I notice that when I look at the opposite sides directly across, I've got a 4 here and a 2. I'm not counting this side because it's not going in the same direction. It's not an opposite side. So when I look at this, I know if I take this 4 and slide it over to here, and this 2 and slide it over to here, it would form that full side length. So I would know that my 4 plus 2 is going to equal that missing side length. And after I do those calculations, 4 plus 2, of course, is 6, and I find that this missing side length is 6. Once I have all of those numbers figured out, I would be able to go back and find my area. And I just have to decide how I want to break up my shape. And I think for this one, I'm going to break it up right across here. So I'm going to have this shape up here, and I will have this rectangle down here. And in order to find area, I know area equals my length times my width. And in this case here, I've got my length of 5 and my width of 4. So I'm not even actually using this number here on the side. And then 5 times 4 is going to give me my area of 20 square inches up here. And then down here, I know this full length is 7, and this width over here is 2, and I actually don't need to use these 2 numbers to find it here. I just need these 2. And I can do 7 times 2 to give me 14 inches squared, or square inches, any way you want to write it. So now I know I have an area of 14 here and an area of 20 here. And to find my total, I would do 14 plus 20 to get a total of 34 square inches. And that is how we can find missing side lengths and also find the area of these complex figures by decomposing them into smaller shapes. I will be doing a 3rd video on this again because it does take a lot of practice. So tune in and look for that video as well. Have a great day.